Hey you guys, Dr. Kyo here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a part 2 to what if Naruto was a Hyuga. Now as I have stated again and I always reiterate, please if you're going to want to know what happened on the previous episode, please go refer to part 1. Eventually I'll try to learn my best to learn how to link episodes onto pages because I'm just not great at the moment. But I'll get there, okay guys? And so, yeah, there you go. I'd like to apologize for not bringing out any videos. I've just been really hectic with the Christmas holidays, with my children and my partner, my life, everything like that. It's been hectic, just been focusing hard. So yeah, thank you guys for your patience. And I also like to say Merry Christmas to all of you. I know it's a day late, but you know, I'm just going to state that anyway. And I hope you guys are having a really good holiday. Be safe, please. Okay, around this Christmas period, and don't go handy at mad like shopping centers. But yeah, that's just me. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's get into this what if, okay, on this part 2 to what if Naruto was a Hyuga. Okay, let's begin. So the team I chose for Naruto, where I left off, is actually going to be the original team of Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura. Now the reason why I'm going to do this is because all the main teams like Asuma's team's got the Ino, Sheik, and Choji team, so that's going to stay, okay? And Kurenai and Guy have 2 Byakugan teams. So what I'm going to do is keep Kakashi with a Byakugan user, and that's Naruto, okay guys? And useless Sakura's going to be in the team, okay? So yeah, I also like to ask you guys for a vote. Should I make Sakura useless or should I make her good in this team and something like? And not only that, I would like you guys to influence what kind of jutsu she would learn. If she would learn some Tsunade, so let me know if I should keep her canon, okay? Because yeah, I like this to be more interactive. But okay, let's begin. So Naruto gets called out to be in Kakashi's team 7 with Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Sakura was quite happy to be put on this team because 1, Sasuke is in the team, and 2, Naruto is actually a Hyuga and he's not bad looking herself. Now I'm unsure if I said on part 1 that Naruto has yellow hair. I'm going to change that. I'm going to state that Naruto has the Hyuga background with the black hair, okay? The only difference is he's going to have blue eyes, not the Hyuga white eyes, okay? I'm just letting you know if I did sit down part 1. I'm not sure if I made that very clear, but I'm going to let you guys know now, okay? So yeah. So she was quite impressed that she had Naruto and Sasuke in her team, and not only that, they're both equals in battle in fighting styles or fighting skills. Sasuke, on the other hand, he's quite happy to have a rival like Naruto on his team. He wants to beat Naruto and get stronger, and if Naruto is strong, imagine who's stronger than Naruto and the Hyuga clan. So this is Sasuke. Naruto's just happy he's put on a team with a strong opponent. He was kind of bummed that he wasn't put on a team with Neji or Hinata, but he realized the benefits of having a Hyuga in individual teams. So when Hinata gets taken out to her own team, she says goodbye to Naruto, and Naruto says bye. Sees them back. He'll see them back at the house, and that goes along the same. Now what happens with Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura waiting for Kakashi, Naruto uses his Byakugan and to look around, but he doesn't show Sasuke and Sakura though. He puts his hand over his eye and he does Byakugan, activates it just to look at Kakashi, is because Naruto was getting a little bit impatient. And yet with his Byakugan, he was able to see Kakashi coming through the door, coming around the corner into the door, which made him happy. And when he sees Kakashi, he sees something unique about his left eye. He's like, it's something about his eye, but for now he keeps it to himself. When Naruto deactivates his Byakugan, he feels kind of slightly weak on doing that because it's the game head rush. He waits, and Sasuke, Sakura, and everyone get introduced to Kakashi. Now when Kakashi takes him upstairs and asks them what's their goals, Sakura's the same, Sasuke's the same, but now he says he's got a new rival, Naruto. When it comes to Naruto, he's really happy about that. Sasuke thinks of a rival, and Naruto says thank you. He gets up and does like an honorable bow like a Hyuga. Then Sasuke finds him a really worthy rival, and Naruto just states that he wants to become the Hokage to change the Hyuga, to change how the village works. Sasuke looks at Naruto like, huh? And Naruto Kakashi just goes, okay then, well, cool. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the training. Pretty much everything from here goes towards the canon where they're going to the meeting in the training ground. Naruto goes back to the Hyuga and tells Hiyashi that he's part of Team 7 Kakashi Hatake. And what happens is Hiyashi debriefs Naruto and tells Naruto tells Hiyashi that he's able to use his Byakugan and he saw Kakashi's eyes. But what happens is when Hiyashi finds out Naruto can use his Byakugan, Hiyashi stands up and goes, "What do you mean you can use your Byakugan? When did this happen?" And Naruto goes, "When I fought Neji." And he goes, "You didn't mean to tell me that before?" And he goes, "No, it didn't come to mind." Hiyashi just looks and goes, well, it can't be Haku now. The curse seal was already on your seal where you are, okay, Naruto? Naruto's happy and fine with it. He's like, he doesn't know, but Hiyashi's like, And he goes, so you're on Kakashi Hatake's group, teammate, Kakashi of the Sharingan. Naruto goes, Sharingan? And Hiyashi explains that Kakashi Hatake has a Sharingan on his left eye, bestowed upon him by one of his friends, his former friends that died saving his life. Or that's the story I've heard. Hiyashi sitting there with Naruto's like, is that what I saw when I saw his left eye? And he goes, yes. And he goes, be wary of the Sharingan, Naruto. The Hyuga are the mightiest of all clans, of course. But the Sharingan is a little difficult to get around. You gotta have to use and focus your Byakugan properly, Naruto. What you lack, Naruto, is the ability to control your impulses. You jump into a fight without realizing. Your cocky attitude takes over sometimes. Naruto goes, I'm not cocky, like looking down in his head. But he actually kind of briefly smiles and he goes, it's alright, Naruto. You'll see you tomorrow with your teams, okay? Naruto smiles, he goes, so he thanks Hiyashi, he goes to leave, goes to bed, of course. He doesn't see Hinata for the night. Naruto goes to bed and releases himself for the next day because Hiyashi told him to prepare. Now what happens is, after Naruto goes to sleep, Hiyashi walks over to his father, or the elder of the Hyuga clan, and he tells him that Naruto has activated Byakugan. And the elders talk about it and goes, And what happens is, because Naruto's already got the curse mark, he can't put the curse mark on him again. It's never been done before, and because Naruto resists, the QB Chakra resists the curse seal. Yeah, and so what happens is, the father and Hiyashi both agree that it's okay for Naruto, okay? As long as he stayed in check and he's with the Kakashi Hatake, so it's fine. So they're happy about that. So when the next day goes by, Naruto wakes up, of course, he rushes out of the house and goes straight to, he has his breakfast and rushes straight out of the house he does not have breakfast, I apologize. He does not have breakfast, but he rushes out of the house anyway and runs to the training field where he sees Sakura and Sasuke. And as they wait there, Naruto activates Byakugan again, but he puts his hands over his head again just to block. But this time Sasuke sees Naruto do this, but he keeps it to himself. Sakura doesn't even know. She's oblivious to everything. But what happens when Naruto has his eyes open looking around, slightly covered looking around, he can see that Sasuke can see him. Well, this Byakugan, so Naruto's at him. And he sees Kakashi coming, not fast, and Naruto deactivates Byakugan. He regains his composure. Sasuke goes, interesting. So what happens is when they get into, Kakashi comes, he explains everything, the battle test and everything like that. And when he tells everyone to get ready, and this time Naruto doesn't rush in, like in canon. What happens is, because he listened to his uncle, of course, Hiyashi. So when Kakashi says ready, they all scatter into the woods. Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto. Naruto activates his Byakugan instantly when he gets in the woods to see where Sasuke and Sakura is. And when Naruto sees that Sakura is hiding and Sasuke is sizing out Kakashi, Naruto is watching from afar as well. And Kakashi, instead of reading the book like he does in canon, because he understands that Naruto is a Hyuga, and looking on the rest of it just in case Naruto has the Byakugan, and normally his assumptions are correct. So he puts the book away and he looks around and he tells them, very good where they're hiding. And he makes a shadow clone and he sends one shadow clone out into the woods. And Naruto and Sasuke see their chance. And what happens is Sasuke moves to go attack Kakashi, and so does Naruto from the other side of the bush. Naruto deactivates his Byakugan while he's running to come out, and I'll tell you what, it's a reason for chakra draining, of course, at this present time. Then Naruto jumps out, and as Sasuke is battling Kakashi, Naruto chucks kunai at Kakashi, which he easily dodges. Then I think Naruto goes to fight Kakashi, and there's a mean taijutsu battle between Kakashi and Sasuke and Naruto. Sasuke and Naruto, even though they have never trained together or like in the position to fight coordinately, they are both really good attacking high-low parts where Kakashi has to think and block and move around, which is really impressive. And the shadow clone of Kakashi already put Sakura under Genjutsu, tied her up onto the wooden plank, of course, and it proceeds to run back to where the real Kakashi is. And when the clone gets there, the real Kakashi kicks Sasuke and Naruto away easy as. And what happens? Naruto gets up, and Sasuke and Naruto both get up and realize that there's a clone behind him. So Naruto and Sasuke both stand back to back. Sasuke says he will fight the real Kakashi, and Naruto goes, "That's fine by me." He makes two shadow clones. they come by him, and what happens is Naruto activates the Byakugan and goes to attack what's it called, the clone Kakashi. And the clone Kakashi easily decimates the Byakugan clones, but when it comes to Naruto fighting the clone, this Byakugan, he does much better. Every time Kakashi touched him, Naruto was able to close a chakra point in his one arm. Every time their clone got close to him, Naruto was able to close one point again and again until the clone managed to dodge Naruto's gentle fist and kick Naruto in the gut, which made Naruto gasp for air, of course, and he falls over. But what happens is, as Naruto got kicked in the gut, Naruto used that pain and that time to block a chakra point to disperse the shadow clone right on his gut, and it does. Naruto falls to the ground in pain, but the shadow clone is dispersed. Kakashi's like very impressed that Naruto did that because the clone dissipated and saw what Naruto did. And what happens is Kakashi's fighting Sasuke, of course, and he pushes Sasuke back. Sasuke jumps back, and as we need to see Naruto on the ground and lands by him, he weaves a hand sign and fires fire style fireball jutsu, shoots it. He grabs Naruto and rushes back into the bush. Kakashi's quite impressed that Naruto and Sasuke both never ever have coordinated fought like this, and they're working this good as a team. And then Kakashi goes, "Well, you guys in essence kind of failed." And they go, "Why?" He goes, "Well, your teammates over there." And they see Sakura tied up, and Naruto's like, "We gotta." He goes, "Looks like you guys are gonna fail and go back to the academy." Oh well. And Sasuke hates this. He gets really angry, and that anger that Sasuke. Okay, this isn't canon. Okay, this is my story. When Sasuke gets really angry for the first time, he activates a Sharingan because he doesn't want to lose, go back, not be strong enough to give to his brother, and all that jargon. Sasuke mentally went through this, and he activated the Sharingan unintentionally. And he has one time in both eyes. And then what happens, Naruto sees this chain of Sasuke. Sasuke feels his eyes burning. He's like, "What the?" Naruto goes, "Sasuke, your eyes have gone red." And Sasuke goes, "I've activated my Sharingan." And Kakashi sees this, he goes, He's like, "Oh, Sasuke activates the Sharingan," but this is in his mind, of course. And then he goes, "Very impressive." And so Naruto stands up and goes, "Fine, you're activating your Sharingan." Naruto activates his Byakugan. He goes, "Byakugan." Activates his. When they're standing to each other, Sasuke smiles at Naruto, Naruto smiles at Sasuke. "Hey, let's get him, Sasuke." And it's right. And they both disperse. Naruto makes two shadow clones, extra two shadow clones as he's running towards Kakashi, but he sends them to go get Sakura. Kakashi's very impressed. Naruto thought about that, and he's like, "Very good." Naruto and Sasuke go to fight Kakashi, and for the most part, they're doing really well. Sasuke stays back for a bit while Naruto does his gentle fist fighting style, which Kakashi knows. He understands. He watches Naruto, but he's quite impressed. Naruto's going faster. And then what happens? Naruto's managed to push Kakashi's arms up, and he gets into the 8 trigram 64 palms technique, and he starts to rotate 1 palm, 2 palm, 3 palm, 4 palm. When he gets to the 16 palms, Kakashi manages to grab Naruto's hand and kicks him, sweeps his leg up, and Naruto's pretty much floating in the air from the sweep. And then as Kakashi's about to punch Naruto in the gut, Sasuke jumps over Naruto and knees Kakashi right in the face. But the kick doesn't connect. But what happens is Kakashi managed to put one of his hands right in front of him, but due to the speed of Sasuke's knee, it hit the impact pushed his hand into Kakashi's face, and he got pushed back a bit, and he backflipped from there. Sasuke told Naruto, "You're right." Naruto's like, "I'm fine." Naruto gets up and they go back to fighting each other again. By this time, the clones of Naruto were able to free Sakura from the Genjutsu and from this tree stump. And Sakura walks over by Sasuke and Naruto, and they see that Sasuke has red eyes and Naruto has veins on his eyes, and his eyes change color. Like, she's asked, like, "What the hell is happening?" And Kakashi's like, very impressed at Naruto, and he tells Naruto, he claps his hand and says, "Very impressed, teamwork, the lot of you." He goes, "Sakura may have not done nothing, but what you guys did is absolutely marvelous. Naruto and Sasuke, you put yourself out there to fight your teammates, to fight for your teammate. Naruto, you were very smart and used your Byakugan and Shadow Clones to your advantage to get Sakura, and not only that, you were able to fight with Sasuke." And he goes, "Even though you guys did not get the bells, you guys still passed the test, and I'm very impressed." Sasuke is like, "Finally," and Naruto, "Oh yeah, me too." And they both kind of collapse to the ground on one knee, both of them. They look at each other, they laugh. Sasuke, for the first time, feeling in an essence of a sort of joy, knowing that he just got stronger. And seeing Naruto fight too, he learned some of Naruto's fighting style, which he was like really cool to see. Sakura's like, "What? We passed." And then what happens is Kakashi goes, but Sakura, you still gotta get tied up back at that pole, which makes Sakura upset. But Naruto goes, why? You said we passed. And goes, well, there's only 2 lunches here. And Naruto goes, well, we can share, right, Sasuke? And Sasuke goes, And Kakashi goes, he's really proud of his team. So yeah, they passed the belt test without, well, they failed the belt test, but they passed the teamwork test. Well, not Sakura, but she's by default in the team. So for the next month and a half or month or so, Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura are doing their normal D rank missions, and through these D rank missions, Sasuke learns to slowly but surely activate his Sharingan. Naruto also learns new fighting techniques with Sasuke as well, and because Naruto is barely at the Hyuga compound because he's too busy doing missions and fighting Neji and everything, he barely sees Neji and Hinata no more. He's too busy for his, and so what happens is, over a period of time, Naruto and Sasuke become to like chomp at the bit for a better mission. So what happens is they ask for a new mission, of course, and it just so happens the Tazuna Bridge mission happens. And when Tazuna comes in, he sees Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura. Because Naruto has been eating healthy all his life at the Hyuga compound, he's actually much taller in canon. He's filled out. He's not so scrawny. And so what happens is Naruto is quite, well, he's fit. Okay, guys. He's more than in canon. And so when what's his name, Tazuna comes in and sees them, he doesn't look at them. These little kids. What he sees is the Hyuga, Uchiha, and the Kunoichi. And instead of putting them down this time, he goes, okay, he's quite impressed with the loadout he has. Sorry, that's a Fortnite reference, or any kind of gun game reference to loadout. Sorry. Anyway, so what happens is, yep, they get the Tazuna Bridge mission and they go off to do the mission. Now, as time goes by, everything goes near towards the same, and when they get jumped by the 2 legendary tunings, Kakashi fakes getting killed by them, of course, like in canon, and Naruto and Sasuke easily dismantles them. What Naruto does is he uses this, due to his training with Sasuke, and Naruto learned how to perfect his Hyuga fighting style, pushing Chakra at the end of his hand into a focus point. But instead of open hand fighting style, Naruto has a closed hand fighting style, the Uzumaki style fighting style. He calls it. So whenever he punches, Naruto doesn't have a needle-like precision like Neji or does. What happens, Naruto uses it to like completely obliterate them. Right now it's only like a Chakra full punch that sends them flying, but it hurts them internally too, badly internally. So what happens, it's a precursor to Naruto's Rasengan, guys. You guys will get that very soon. Hopefully it's a futurist reference. So what happens, Naruto easily dismantles one of those lame tuning guys, but both of his metal hands, destroys them in front of his eyes, and Naruto instantly gets into his 8 Trigan's position as that ninja lands, and he instantly destroys them with 64 palms jutsu. And what happens is, because Sasuke has been using the Sharingan and adapting to Naruto's fighting style, he mixed in his Lion Barrage the Lion Barrage. He mixed in his fighting style and Naruto's Hyuga fighting styles, which made Naruto impressed, and he called it the Uchiha style, which made Naruto giggle. But it's really good because of Sasuke's Sharingan and speed. He managed to do a really great combination of fighting styles. Because he can't close off Chakra points, he's just destroying them, taking up essential areas like the ears, the eyes, disorientating them, wasting them, breaking bones. Sasuke is just that fast. Training with Naruto. So they get destroyed, and Kakashi comes back, of course, like normal. They get interrogated and find out that the C rank mission they're on is actually much more higher. And Kakashi thinks about going back, but Naruto and Sasuke convince them, well, this is our first mission, come on, Kakashi, blah blah blah. So what happens is Kakashi goes, okay then, Naruto and Sasuke, if you guys want this, Naruto, what you're going to do while we're walking now, you're going to activate your Byakugan every so often to look around. Naruto goes, really? And he goes, yep, you're going to be our eyes, okay, Naruto? And Naruto goes, okay then, Kakashi Sensei, I will. Sasuke, you're going to also be there too. Sakura, I want you to defend Tazuna, okay? And she goes, right, Kakashi Sensei. So what happens is Naruto walks in front of Tazuna, Kakashi walks on the side of Tazuna, and Sasuke walks behind. Because Naruto can activate the Byakugan and see everywhere at once, he's really good. And what happens, as they're walking, Naruto activates his Byakugan periodically, and what happens is Zabuza is not far from them, and Naruto activates his Byakugan, and when he activates his Byakugan, he sees Zabuza. At this period of time though, he doesn't see Haku. Haku's too far. But what happens, Naruto goes, stop! And Naruto gets shocked by how how big this prison's chakra is, and only that, the killing intent he can already feel. And why? Because the mist comes, Zabuza chucks the sword and everything, and when he appears in between the team, Naruto's already seen that. Sasuke activates his Byakugan while Zabuza lands in between. Naruto already turns around and is able to get one gentle fist of Zabuza, and Zabuza was caught off guard by that. He didn't know that Naruto had the Byakugan. He managed to get one gentle fist in Zabuza's rib, and he pushed Zabuza away, and that actually quite literally hurt Zabuza that one attack. And he lands, he goes, "You damn little bastard!" And Naruto goes, "I can see you through this mist." And Zabuza jumps away, gets away, goes, "Got the Byakugan, eh? Okay then, Naruto. Okay then, you little brat." And he's like, holds his gut, and Kakashi goes, "Are you guys alright?" And he goes, "Yeah." He's standing over there, Kakashi Sensei, and he goes, "Okay, Naruto, as I said, you are our eyes, right, Sasuke?" Sasuke activates his Sharingan, and Kakashi opens his headband, activates his Sharingan. And Kakashi asks Naruto, "Describe the features of this man." Naruto describes the features, and Kakashi goes, "Are you Zabuza of the Hidden Mist clan? Hidden Mist village?" And Zabuza goes, "My reputation has preceded me." And then what happens is Kakashi rushes out to battle Zabuza after Naruto points him out. And like in canon, Kakashi overwhelms him to the point where Zabuza has to put him in the water prison. Now, because Naruto has been training with the Hyuga all his life, and he sees that when Zabuza is standing on the water, he's putting Chakra down on his feet. He's seen that. Naruto understands that's how they do it. He's seen Neji do it before. And Naruto focuses, and because of the chakra band that's around his waist, the Nine Tails influence does not restrict Naruto's chakra molding, and he's able to mold it really rapidly around his feet. So he's not a prodigy like Neji, but he's better than Sakura at chakra control. And Sasuke, thanks to their bind around his waist. So Naruto does that, and he walks in the water. He goes to fight Kakashi, but that's the Shadow Clone, of course, the one of Naruto going there. But what happens is Naruto and Sasuke are both talking on the shore, and Sasuke and they do the same thing in canon where they chuck a Demon Wind Shuriken, and Naruto transforms into the Shadow version to it. And when Sasuke chucks it, Naruto transforms and chucks a kunai at Zabuza, which forces Zabuza to pull out, but the clone that's running in front of Zabuza catches the kunai that Zabuza dodged, and Naruto jumps up. The clone jumps up and goes to stab Zabuza, and he manages to get the arm that Zabuza's holding the sword on, the top shoulder, and he cuts Zabuza's shoulder. Zabuza gets angry and slices the clone in half. Naruto lands. The real Naruto lands on the water by backflips and stands on the water, which impresses Kakashi and Sasuke and Sakura. Sakura staying by Tazuma, of course, and then what happens is Zabuza makes the water clone to fight Sasuke. Naruto and Kakashi tells Naruto to go help Sasuke. Naruto goes, "Fine." He goes, "Yes, Sensei." He runs out. Sasuke has a Sharingan activated, so he's actually pretty good fighting Zabuza. The clone Zabuza is actually pretty strong though, and it's not till Naruto gets there, pulls his kunai, and begins to fight as well. And so what happens is Sasuke and Naruto both push back the water clone of Zabuza, but what happens is Sasuke does his form of the 8 trigrams fighting style, the Uchiha fighting style. Pushes him into Naruto, and what he does is he breaks Zabuza's arms open just enough for Naruto to get in the gap and do his 64 palms, destroy it. But instead of doing the whole 64 palms, Naruto gathers his chakra right in his left hand. He takes a step and punches Zabuza right in the gap with his closed fist, chakra fist, and obliterates the water clone. And then what happens? Naruto and Sasuke fall down from exhaustion. Naruto's Byakugan deactivated. He's tired as. And so is Sasuke, and Kakashi overwhelms Zabuza at this point. Zabuza has no chance, and he gets destroyed by the water dragon and the water tyrant, all that stuff, and everything like Haku comes and saves him. Because Naruto couldn't activate the Byakugan thanks to being tired. Kakashi takes him away. Tazuna carries Naruto. And Sasuke manages to walk. The only reason why I say he carries Naruto is because Naruto did more than Sasuke. He made a Shadow Clone, Demon Wind Shuriken Shadow Clone, and then what he did is also ran on the water and fought Zabuza. Like he put more effort into it than Sasuke, so he's more drained out. So what happens is Kakashi's tired too. So the next couple of days while they're at Tazuna's house, Kakashi's recuperating, so is Naruto. And when it comes to them training, of course, the tree walking test happens, of course. What happens, because Naruto's already got it, Kakashi gets Naruto to train more upon his Byakugan use, upon how long to use it for. And Naruto is fine, because he can walk up trees in water. Sasuke has to do it himself his own way. But what happens is Naruto trains every day to use his Byakugan. So he can he can have his Byakugan activated for 5 minutes while making like 100 shadow clones. So Naruto's starting to learn that he can push his shadow clone manipulation to more and more heights, which shocks Kakashi and Kazuma sometimes, just how much chakra Naruto has. And what happens after that, Naruto one time he pushed himself so far, trained so far, to the point where he made 100 shadow clones and made all their shadow clones. No, they don't activate the Byakugan, but Naruto had his Byakugan activated and he fought every single one of them. And at the end of it, he was completely tired. But what Naruto realized though is using those shadow clones, he got to see the purpose of the shadow clone jutsu, and he learned that using the shadow clone jutsu actually enhances his strength more and it makes him tired more though, but he learns faster. He learned by fighting all those 100 shadow clones. Naruto learned the flaw in his fighting technique. Why Neji takes him out anytime they train. He learned straight away from that experience, but no, at this point in time, Naruto's dead tired. He's lying on the ground one time and he opens his eyes and Haku's looking over him. But the interaction between Naruto and Haku happens exactly the same up to the point when Haku walks away. When Haku says he's a boy, Naruto's like, ugh. He's too ashamed to activate his Byakugan, but he needs to just to reconfirm. And when he activates the Byakugan, Naruto's like, yuck. Yeah, he's just, he can't believe it. He's just a girl, he's a boy. So all of that happens all to the point where it gets to the Tazuna Bridge. Okay, so Sakura's defending Tazuna, of course, and Zabuza is fighting Kakashi. Now, when Naruto gets to his Sasuke, he can see Sasuke fighting Haku, fighting this person in this ice prison. So when Naruto does a gentle fist to smash one of the mirrors, it's easy. Like, he sees the weak point instantly, smashes it with 2 fingers. He gets in and sees Sasuke, but Sasuke's holding his own quite well. He's already has his Sharingan activated, and he's doing quite well fighting Haku non-stop, to the point where Haku pushed Sasuke to activate 2 tomos in both his eyes. Naruto's really impressed, so what he does is he gets his Byakugan state as well, and when Haku's chucking sunbones at them, no matter how much they did it, Naruto and Sasuke both made up for their failures. Sasuke was able to pick off some of the sunbones that Naruto missed, and vice versa. They were a perfect team, Naruto and Sasuke. And Sasuke starts to get excited fighting with Naruto, because as I said, he's his rival, but he's never had someone so cool fight with him. And Sasuke starts to he doesn't hate Naruto, he actually envies Naruto because he's got a family in the clan, but most of all, he's quite happy to be Naruto's friend, because Naruto put his life on the line coming to rush in to fight him, and not only that, he's fighting hardcore with him. So they're going hunting, and then what happens when Naruto gets a break, he makes 10 shadow clones, and he gets them to help, and makes them activate the Byakugan, and he tells Sasuke, we gotta get you out of here, okay Sasuke? And Sasuke, okay Naruto, we need to get out of here. So what happens is Naruto makes another shadow clone, and that shadow clone goes, and then he boosts that shadow clone into the wall and does a big gentle fist. And what happens, Naruto grabs Sasuke, because he's got more chakra than him at this present time, and jumps Sasuke out, and he does get Sasuke out, of course. And Haku dismantles this barrier and chucks like 50 sunbones. And Naruto manages to, he drops Sasuke and goes to defend all of them, but he misses 2, and these 2 hit Sasuke really bad. Now, unlike in canon how Sasuke gets hit by multiple ones, these ones hit Sasuke in vital areas where Naruto sees, and Sasuke is badly injured from this attack, and this makes Naruto really upset. He catches Sasuke, and Haku goes to attack Naruto, but Naruto he makes 10 shadow clones, and he gets them to block, and Naruto goes, Sasuke, you're right. He pulls out the sunbones and uses his chakra manipulation, or his chakra abilities, to close off certain points to make sure Sasuke can heal it better, or just not die. And what Naruto does is, as doing so, Sasuke goes, no Naruto, even if I die, to continue with the mission. And Naruto's just looking at him like, and Naruto goes, don't worry about me. Go do what you need to do. Stop him. And then Naruto gets up, and what he does, instead of like in canon when he rages out with the tail beast chakra, Naruto just gets more focused than he ever been before, seeing his friend down on the ground, but he's gonna survive. He's just really badly injured. Naruto gets up with a new sense of clarity, calm, and he disperses all the shadow clones around him. And Haku goes, oh. And then what happens is Naruto makes 1 more shadow clone to grab Sasuke and take Sasuke's body by Sakura and Tazuna. And Naruto grabs a kunai out, and he gets ready to fight Haku. And what happens is Naruto goes to fight Haku, but what he didn't realize though, that was the ice mirror prison clone of Haku. And when Naruto hit that clone turned into ice and shattered. And when Naruto realized it with his Byakugans, Haku appeared behind Sakura, Tazuna, and Sasuke and did an ice prison. And Naruto's like, no. And then when he sees Haku chucking multiple sin bones at them while Naruto's out there, he sees the attack hit all three of them, but it doesn't kill them, but it hurts them. And Naruto sees this, and for the first time ever in his life, he feels like he's gonna truly fail his friends and everything. He's gonna lose everything truly right in front of him. And what happens is, instead of the Nine Tails chakra manifesting and making him rage up massively, what happens? The chakra of the Nine Tails starts to build up on the curse seal around Naruto's waist. And what happens? Naruto's eyes start to change red. His Byakugan activates and he starts to get a red Byakugan in the middle. But he's still Naruto. He's just starting to get more angry, and the chakra starts to build up in his eyes more and more, evolving his eyes to something different. Like, he's still the Byakugan, of course, but he has the Nine Tails eyes in the middle of it. While he's activated, Naruto can see much faster. He's much more stronger. Kakashi can sense this chakra that Naruto's emitting out of his body, and like in a flash, Naruto instantly disappears and destroys all of Haku's mirrors. He gets in the middle and destroys all Haku's mirrors by a form of rotation. And Naruto uses, while he has time, he uses his Hyuga style ability to seal off chakra points to keep them alive. Takes out all the sin bones as fast as he can, seals up all the chakra points, and then Haku reforms some ice mirrors again and chucks more shards. But what happens is Naruto sees them all and he starts to jump around even faster. He's starting to realize he's starting to get faster and stronger. He's slowly but surely hearing a tiny voice in the back of his head, but he's not letting that distract him. He's just getting stronger and faster. The more the Nine Tails chakra starts to envelop his physical stats. Every time he does a chakra punch, it's like a red chakra emits from his hand, blowing areas away. And he's just going Hundy, and Haku can't keep up with Naruto, and to the point where Naruto manages to finish off saving Tazuna, Sasuke, and Sakura. And then with one massive swipe of his hand, out of pure anger, he managed to destroy all of Haku's mirrors. Haku gets sent flying, but when Naruto sees Haku flying, Naruto instinctively runs right where Haku's position is. He predicts where Haku's going to be. And he goes where it is, and right as he lands before Haku hits the ground, Naruto gets into 8 Trigame's position, but he does it with his closed fist. And he does the 64 palms but with closed fist, and it completely obliterates the insides of Haku. Haku's insides gets destroyed. All 64 palms destroy Haku's insides. Like, after Naruto finishes 64 jab jutsu, Haku spews blood from his mouth, his eyes, his nose, like he's destroyed. His muscles are bruised everywhere, he's just gone. And the last sight he sees is a red-eyes Naruto. And then when Naruto sees Zabuza fighting Kakashi, Naruto looks back and instantly body focuses where Zabuza is, and instantly hits him at the back of the head. And as Naruto hits Zabuza at the back of the head, Kakashi's lightning blade goes right through Zabuza's chest. And what happens is, because of the damage of Naruto's punch hitting Zabuza's head, it pretty much knocked him out, and Kakashi just killed him. And Kakashi pulls his hand out, Zabuza falls to the ground dead. Kakashi sees Naruto and sees Naruto Sharingan and Byakugan. He's like, Naruto? Naruto's like, Kakashi sensei. Naruto has a long QB style. I mean, then how Naruto and Canon, how his hair gets a little bit more sharp, his face starts to get bigger, like, what are they called? Whiskers. And his eyes go red and he grows longer nails. Well, that's kind of what's happening to Naruto, but he has the Byakugan and red Byakugan, the QB Byakugan. And with his spiky, and when Naruto sees Gato and his gang, Gato comes out with all big ass huff and puff, like ha ha ha. You guys took out those pain inducers. Oh well, looks like all we need to do now is take you guys all out. And Kakashi gets up and tells him, well, he's about to say that he's gonna stop them. But what happens is Naruto goes, I've got this, Kakashi sensei. Naruto gets on, like, pretty much takes a stance where he puts one hand on the ground, he readies himself as he's gonna race, and as he leaps off the ground, he destroys the ground around him, and instantly disappears. Kakashi's like what the hell? And Naruto does his gentle fist to every single one of them. He does his gentle fist to every single one, killing every single ninja there. They're all too slow for Naruto. Naruto's his newfound strength and power is just beyond anything of any of them. He's destroying each and every one of them, blowing their hearts up, blowing their organs up with a punch, killing them all. And then when Naruto holds the last guy right in front of Gato and hits him in the gut, and their soldier spews blood all on the ground. Gato's like, please, I got money, I got everything. Naruto goes, punches Gato right in the middle of the head and explodes Gato's brain inside his head. And Gato falls to the ground completely dead. Naruto standing there with all these ninja dead around him. And what happens is Kakashi is quite impressed with what Naruto's display. And what happens is Naruto begins to calm down, power down, his Byakugan deactivates, his eyes go back to normal, but he's no worse for wear at all. He's not tired at all, no fatigue. And he said, huh? And so what happens is Naruto goes, helps Sasuke, Sakura, and Tazuna. At first was pretty angry that he got hurt, but he realized that Naruto still came and saved them, and he killed all these men. And they're shocked that Naruto did all this. And the villagers are impressed with Kakashi and his team. The bridge is going to be called the Naruto, the Great Naruto Bridge, because he's just a man. And a legend gets spurred up by Naruto having the red Byakugan. A legend or rumor gets spread about Naruto's red Byakugan, that his power was so great that he destroyed the Genkai of Haku, helped kill Zabuza, and destroyed all of Gato's men. So Naruto gets put on the bingo book as like a high risk, do not approach if you don't want to for beginning. So that's what he gets put on. So everyone finds out about this. He actually finds out about, so after the Tarzan Bridge gets funded, of course, when they go back and they explain to the third Hokage, he actually finds out that Naruto's Byakugan changed to red, and kind of Naruto gets pretty much hated on the Hyuga clan because Naruto has the Byakugan. He doesn't have a mark, but he actually tries to defend them. But the Hyuga don't like this. So what happens is, as Naruto, he's getting really angry, but he's not happy about this. He actually has to make a decision on what to do with Naruto, put a curse seal on him or do something else. So what happens is he actually talks to the third Hokage, and the third Hokage tells Hiyashi to probably the best way to do so is get Naruto to a house. So what happens is Naruto moves into his own house, just like in canon, and he actually kits it out, of course, all for Naruto, and tells Naruto this is for the best for himself and for the clan. At first Naruto is very upset that the clan is like this. At the same time, he respects Hiyashi. And what happens, Hiyashi goes to walk to Naruto because Naruto is upset and he sees this. He does something uncharacteristic of a Hyuga, because it's just Hiyashi, not Hinata or any of them. Hiyashi gets down on his knee by Naruto and places his hand on him and tells him he's very proud of him. You have unlocked the power not even any other Hyuga has become. You may have become the greatest Hyuga to ever live, Naruto, just like your father was. Naruto's like, huh? My father? And he goes, you will find out eventually, but your father was the greatest Hyuga to ever live. Too bad he passed away. But your hero is dead now, Naruto, and I'm very proud of you. And Naruto takes this and Naruto stands up and he wipes his teeth and he takes a big smile and says, thank you, Uncle Hiyashi. Hiyashi smiles and walks in, and Naruto goes, I'm gonna make you proud. And Hiyashi looks at Naruto and he goes, I know you will, Naruto. I know you will. And he actually leaves, and Naruto goes company to his new house. Now what happens is Sasuke and Sakura meet Naruto at his house because Kakashi tells them about what's happening with Naruto. Sasuke sees Naruto's house and goes, huh, really interesting. You got your own digs, eh, Naruto? Naruto smiles and he goes, yep, I do. And Sakura goes, and what happens is Sasuke and Sakura kick in Naruto's house, and Sakura apologizes for being useless. And so does Sasuke too, actually. And Naruto goes, it's fine, we're a team. How about together we all train properly, work on our taijutsu skills, fighting styles. And Sasuke goes, yeah, he would like that. And Sakura goes, I would like that too. And Naruto goes, cool, I'm really happy that you guys are keen to do that. So for the next while, until they get their next mission, before their training exams, Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura train together, working on their collaboration skills with each other and just general taijutsu and chakra control. And Naruto grows accustomed to his life. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave this one off, guys. hopefully you guys heard me what I asked you before, what kind of duties I should give Sakura, of course. Knowing that, where I'm going to leave you guys off is Naruto, and then we're going to be doing the tuning exams, okay guys? That's why I'm going to leave this up to get into it, okay? But like always, thank you guys for being there, supporting me and everything like that, and I hope you like this what off, and also I hope you guys are having a safe holidays. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to do my best to get out the rest of my Naruto what-offs, okay? I'm gonna be doing my reincarnation one next, okay? I hope so, okay? So please bear with me, I apologize for so much to do. But yeah, this is Dr. Ko, as always, saying peace.